Hello, good people. Hopefully, you making money and you winning big. Yeah. If you're not, hopefully you breaking even, because breaking even is one way of figuring out how to win big. You know how to figure the market and stuff without losing money. So yeah. So today I will be making an example using this Sevilla versus Manchester United. It's nothing new or it's nothing superior. I just want to stress something when it comes to the markets, like that some markets have advantage over the other, and some markets are reversible and some markets are irreversible. And like when you're betting again, you might as well just sort of consider those things. I'm sure others are already doing that, but nevertheless, what do I mean when I say reversible and irreversible? Reversible is basically when something has happened, or rather when something is on a process of happening, and we can say it has happened, you know what I mean? But the time is still there for it to sort of go backwards. So, it can be reversed, you know. Quick example. In this market, you chose Sevilla. Let's say you choose Sevilla to win. If you've chosen Sevilla to win and then halftime Sevilla is leading 3-0, I mean, let's just reflect back to that Barcelona versus Bayern Munich game. That game, I'm sure most people have said, look, already first half, Bayern is winning that game, or rather, Bayern have already win this game. You know what I mean? That means it's true, according to, of course, how you see the game and how you see things. So it means it's a tick. But it's not a big tick, because that game, that market is reversible. It can go back. Anything can happen. We've seen it with the PSL match, Kaiser Chiefs versus Polokwane City also. We've seen this market, to be precise, going through there. They had the game on the back, and we were already saying, okay, it's a loss for Kaiser Chiefs. And then what happened there was a reversing of the market. So basically that market reversed. So such markets you will consider again when you're betting them, that, okay, look, this market, there's a possibility that it can reverse this one. So that's what I mean when I say reversible. And what do I mean when I say irreversible now? And I will also make an example using one market, both teams to score. BTS is one of the markets that people love, and once it happens, it happens. There's no way of taking it back. If teams score, I'm sure it's one of the market that we can say it has an advantage over the others, especially when you have analyzed your teams, that look, these are two both scoring teams, so there's a high possibility that they will score each other. So this market is it has advantage over the other markets, of course. So you're like, okay, this market, once it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? You know that there's no going back. You are relieved. So people like that when they are betting. Everyone, in fact, like that, especially when when it's still early stages of the game. Let's say, for instance, let's reflect back to the Bayern Munich game. In 7 minutes, it was already 1-1. So if you bet both teams to score, you are relieved. You know what I mean? People, when they are betting, they want such markets. They want markets that, I will be relieved very early in a game. So that market is advantageous when you're comparing it to other markets, because you are relieved very early and it's irreversible. There's no way that this can change. Both teams to score. There's no way that it will change. It will stick and you win. As a result, some bookmakers wants both teams to score. Bookmakers like Betway and what else? I think also Sporting Bet. They give you your money, already. It's both teams. You win. They don't have to wait for 90 minutes. They update it very quickly. So those are markets that are irreversible. Same things as totals, or rather additional totals. When you say over, let's say over 0.5, that's one goal. After that goal, it's done and dusted. Done. So this market is also advantageous comparing to other markets. Of course, you can do the comparison, but I just want to show you these things, that there are some markets that are irreversible and there are some markets that are reversible. So when you're betting, you want to consider such markets, markets that can be reversible, so that you don't, so that when you're analyzing and you're betting them, you give them too much time. You sort of analyze them properly, knowing that, look, this market is reversible. So we all know that when we're betting, we want to be relieved very early. So that's my advice to you, that when you're betting and you want quick, not quick cash, but to be relieved very quickly. So you can just base your analysis on such, you know what I mean? But a quick one, such markets are first half markets. I can assure you that first half markets are very quick to relieve people. Those are markets that are, I can say, if you've analyzed properly, because this thing is, all the markets are good, but the problem is there when it comes to analysis. That's where the problem lies. First half markets, for instance, first half total, you see this one, and first half correct score, even though this one needs people, you can't get this one right. Very, 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 very nice. Even if you are good in analysis, that one is it's a bit tough, it's a bit hard. But of course, as I have said, this thing lies in analysis. If you are very, very good with analysis, there are leagues that are, they are known of not scoring first half. So you know that, okay, correct score is 0-0. So yeah, but it's tough, eh? So that's one of the markets. First half total number of bookings, this is one of them. This also lies in analysis. Don't say it's not possible. There are teams that are, that are suited for each market. Same thing here, first half. So basically, all the first half markets, if you know what I mean, all the first half markets, those markets are good markets. But problem lies with analysis and knowing which league is best suited, or rather which team is best suited for that particular market. You know what I mean? So such markets such as first half multi-goals, this is very, very good market, this one also. Just analyzing it nice and knowing your teams properly, and knowing your team that you're analyzing, the opponents, and so on and so forth. All of those things when you're analyzing. Trust me, consider such markets when you're betting. Consider markets that are irreversible, meaning all the first half markets, because whatever happens on the first half, because it's fixed for first half. Whatever happens, if it's true, it's true. You are good to go. But the sad part is, if it didn't happen on the first half, it didn't happen. You lost. You're gone. Basically, yeah, that's like that. You know what I mean? But I still say that's better than waiting for full time. Let me reflect back to another match, PSL match. You wait for full time. You said your team will win, just like Kaiser Chiefs versus Bidvest. You said Chiefs will win, and then boom, 90 minutes, another team equalize. You know what I mean? That waiting. So that waiting, I think it's also killing people. You know what I mean? There are people who sort of get disappointed by those things. Last minute things, and so on and so forth. So that's why I said it's always better to just consider. Don't change your strategies. I'm not discarding the bets that you normally do, but I'm just saying now, when you're betting again, just have some little change left and sort of consider the first half markets, or not just the first half, but any markets that you feel like, look, this one, once it happens, it's reversible, and this market has sort of advantage than other markets, if you know what I mean. Of course, with good analysis. So when you're betting again, do that, and I'm sure you will find some fruits there. Every market has its own team that is suitable for it. Remember that. Don't apply markets to every team that you come across, to every league that you come across. So, yeah. And as usual, you know what to do. Tell me what to think. Tell me what you think, and might be useful to others, might not be useful to others. But yeah, just a little info on your betting knowledge, and of course on your daily betting. So, yeah.